Okay, don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Good. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome back to the show. I'm guys doing well because having a wonderful 2028. As you can see, we're back with the sunrise. It's been a while. Got my clothes for the government today. And we have a beautiful sunrise. Beautiful is a way of talking. So, not the most energetic, but let's freaking go. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. Resume. Don't blink. It's your boy Yink. Whenever I start a new video, I always gonna clean the camera because sometimes I vet my videos and I didn't think about it. Look at the sunrise. Really phenomenal. It is 5:13 a.m. We are tired as fuck, but we need to stay up because well, this is the video as to why. And also we have a government appointment in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So your boy is gonna get ready. Don't worry about the sleepiness. We have a caffeine pouch, so it's gonna do the job. Now, don't do energy drink, don't do coffee. Do it in moderation, but at the same time, when was the last time that we overdid it? When the last time that we abused it? It's been a while. I think my system was like, yo, for today it's hyped. So today, it's nuts because yesterday we made a video about how much we're motivated and how good it feels to be back and to be actively doing something that is constructive. Because what I didn't mention yesterday is when you're motivated, it's just so nice. It's just so freaking nice. And this is, by the way, this is the video of the day. I made a mess, didn't put it correctly, so I'm gonna clean it up like a junkie. Something wrong with being a junkie? No, of course not. Is it only said for you guys to understand? Absolutely. There you go. We made a mess. We wasted. It's okay. That's life. That's life. That's life when you're tired. What I did mention yesterday that I should have mentioned is that it is so freaking nice to be working because you have this mentality of working. Now, last year we were in the same boat. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to repeat myself. Right? If I have to repeat myself, I'm gonna repeat myself. If I was to repeat myself, I'd say I'm gonna repeat about 1,000 words. Well, they also say an image is 1,000 words. So again, look at this sunrise. Everybody's sleeping. Of course, working is making you feel good, making you feel like, okay, what I'm doing is actually worth it. What I'm doing is actually constructive. There's this whole part of it, and I brushed the subject before, but never really got into the complexity of it. Again, Star Slurp, mixed energy drink powder. Droga. Norok. It was so nice. So I think what I didn't mention yesterday is that, like I said, you get into this mindset of work. You get into this mindset of I'm always working. Whenever I have a free time, I have, and it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because yesterday, I finished live. I finished my live, and usually what I do is I finish my live when there's battle on TikTok battles. There was no TikTok battle yesterday, so it's like, for example, right? You have a schedule, and they show your favorite show, and your favorite show is at 8 o'clock. But then at 8 o'clock, there's no show. It's like, oh well, guess what? This episode is canceled because we are presenting a marathon movie, right? It's about a movie, let's say Fast and Furious, which is gonna make a lot of people happy and possibly beat your show in quality, quantity, and popularity. Also, got a pimple in my back, which is annoying me. Um, so you miss your show and like, hey, I got a bit of free time, right? So then I was with a friend of mine, and she was like, I thought she was live, and she hasn't been live in a while. So I'm like, hey, how are you? It's so cool to see you live. And she was like, hey, I feel socially awkward. Can you stay a little bit? I'm like, sure, I got you. And he said, okay, I need you for the next hours. For the next hour. And I'm like, and in my brain, and that's the sad part, because this is already negative to start with, but the sad part is, my first reaction was not like, oh, I got you back. My first reaction was like, holy shit, an hour. I don't know if I have an hour yet, but I'm my own boss. I make my own video. Like, for example, today, I'm meeting a government officer for a reunion about something that possibly won't serve purposes. However, I've learned a lot during the last 4 years, and it's a good social occasion. It's an experiment. It's not an experiment. I'm not experimenting. God, because I would be a failed experiment. Womp womp. It's just fun because it's a new opportunity to learn something new. You know, it's oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna say that. So I kind of secretly recorded the last one, and I was gonna upload it as a podcast. How to get a job. Then I didn't have permission, so I felt bad, so I didn't upload it. When I say I didn't upload it, I uploaded it, but I didn't put it public. So, you know, is that a crappy thing to do? Absolutely. But at the same time, everything is content, right? And, I mean, yeah, it's possibly illegal. Shit. Oh well. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe there's no video. There's no proof of the video ever existing. Right? As long as you don't see the video, there's no proof of the video even existing. I don't know why you're talking about this, and I don't know why you're trying to incriminate me in crime that I didn't commit. I never filmed anything without permission, of course not. Right? Let me go quickly delete some stuff. Some porn, of course. So yeah, so with the podcasts, it was just fun. And again, today I'm like, okay, well, possibly not gonna help me in real life, but this is a good idea for content, right? See, there's also some problem. For example, this morning, right? We're gonna go to the negative. After that, we're gonna go to the positive. So first negative, everything is content. Second negative, I'm working a lot more, which is great. It's also positive. Third negative, we just had a shot of energy drinks. We woke up yesterday at 1 o'clock, 1 something. Right now it's 5:24. So technically speaking, this is my morning. The craziest thing is, yesterday we went to bed at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So because we woke up at 1, that means we slept 5 hours, right? So I'm not gonna sleep a lot today also. So I should have done an intro. Shit. Because basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and see her, right? And then I'm gonna come back home, take a couple minutes to upload my shit, and that's it. That's it. Cool. You're lacking a little bit, huh? It's okay. The sun is gonna rise, and then we're gonna have freaking, I don't know, I don't get math, but I'm gonna have a couple hours to try. Why am I not trying it in the dryer? That's a good question. I have no answer for that. I just think that I want to keep the clothes in a good. It's so weird, because you want to keep the clothes in a good fashion, or a good state, as they say, state of decay. Some shit like that. Don't have to game. Found a way to plug a gaming channel in there. So, I want to keep them in a good shape. But at the same time, it's weird because I don't care if those last 3-4 months, I'm gonna be losing weight and they're gonna be too oversized, and I'm not gonna wear them anymore. So the fact that we're keeping them in good shape, why are we doing that? Why? But then the end. Oh. Ooh, you're too hot. That is insane. It is super early in the morning. How did you get too hot? Now this is a problem because we're gonna miss the sunrise. So again, I take a little break. Ah. There you go. A nice little ice pack to cool down a phone that should not have to be cooled down because it's so early in the morning. This is also why I love waking up super early. So we're keeping the clothes in shape because I doubt my own ability to lose the weight. Possibly. I don't know, it's a good question. But that's not important. That's not important. The important part is that, we're kind of working hard lately. And working hard lately has got me motivated. See, it's all a cycle. Take a couple of days off, you realize just how meaningless what you're doing is. Keep working every single day and you realize just how little time you have. So you kind of feel the pressure of I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this, and I don't have the time to do this. So what I do is I work a little bit harder every single day. That way at the end of the week I feel like I have managed my time wisely. Not because I was able to manage time, because I did more. For example, you have a quota, and you know that quota is going to take you 4 hours. So you hurry up, and you finish in 3 hours and a half. I'm like, okay, well, my day's done. Right, then you can just chill. Well, that's kind of the thing that we're doing. See? Also negative is for content, right? I would be sleeping if I wasn't making content. And yeah, sure, the sunrise is nice, but I dream of candy cane. I dream of cotton candy. I dream of unicorns. I dreams of castle and princesses and fairies. For some reason, the fairies are not nice. Yeah, so is this nightmare? It sounds like a Wizard of Oz. If I was to ask you a question, I'm gonna take a small gander at your brain. If you had to choose a dream, and you had to choose between Alice in Wonderland and Dr. Oz, the Wizard of Oz, what would you choose? Right? I don't know. It's a good question. So I'm awake for this, and because I need to stay awake, we took some energy drinks, which are not the greatest thing for you. I could have. See, lately I'm always complaining about, oh guys, I'm so tired. I work so hard lately, I'm so tired. So then we found a way to kinda engage with that, kind of fix a problem, right? In the end, the solution is not a problem. Problem is like a sleep. Solution is something that's not healthy, you know? But then you can argue that not sleeping enough is not healthy versus energy drinks that are not healthy. So it's more damaging, energy drinks or this, right? I'm still gonna sleep the hours today. Just gonna be later. So with the hard work, and yeah, it does a lot, right? But the positive thing is, again, you don't realize just how important what you're doing until you're doing it. See, this is the craziest part. When I come in, I don't plan for my videos, okay? So sometimes a video that is gonna take a couple hours will take a shit ton of time, right? That video was like, oh my god, what happened? Why did you jog for so long? Just like now, we're playing Elden Ring, and I wanted to give up on the game because it was boring. Then we went to this area, and this area was like this. We started it today, and we finished it today. I got like an hour left, which is fucking cool. Today we'll be finished not with that, but with a bunch of stuff. Tonight, right? I might be finished with the main game. I don't know. No. I got to beat Melania, so possibly in 2 days. That was a problem because oh no, I have to do the DLC. That's a problem. You know why it's a problem? I gotta watch Lost. I'm at season 2, episode 10. God damn, we went fast. Started episode 2 we started season 2 today. Well, yeah, we're streaming for 7 hours. So we listen to Lost for 7 hours. That makes sense. 7 hours, that's 14 episodes. We were at 23, 24, 25, plus 10. That makes sense. So I have to watch Lost because I have to do a recap of Lost. Which we did one episode yesterday and it took us 45 minutes, so yeah, it's kind of crazy. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy because, you know, it's fun. It's a fun thing to do. And last year, when I did my depression, we were in the same states. I was in a position of, oh bro, I'm fucking depressed because I'm working constantly. I'm fucking burned out because I'm working non-stop. I am working and working and working and working to a degree where that's all I'm doing. I'm working and it's unhealthy. Right? But then last year we did the same thing. We did the same problem. We did the exact same problem. What was that problem? That problem was simple. I was having fun, so I didn't feel like working. You know? So now, this year, are we doing the same thing? And if we're doing the same thing, what is the solution? Well, we can try to do balance, right? Now, what is the balance? That's a question. I don't know. I don't know what is a balanced way to do what needs to be done. You know? But still, I don't think there's a balanced way. I don't think that anything that you're doing is balanced. I mentioned this before, but like for me, the 9 to 5, it's a hard pill to swallow that you're like, yo, I'm here for 8 hours. You do 8 hours of work, and after that, I'm not gonna think about it. It shows that you don't care, and if you care, why stop yourself at doing a quota? Why stop yourself at doing 8 hours? And then your answer is, well, bro, I got a family, right? Family, I got kids, I got shit to do. Which makes sense. You know? It makes sense. But it's still a weird thing. It's still a very weird thing. I've been working hard lately, right? And it's good because you need mentality to keep working harder and harder and harder and harder. Like yesterday, I saw my boy, Sir, who's been streaming since fucking 8 o'clock, and he's still streaming. So he's working harder than us, right? But then, is he working harder because we filmed, we streamed, and we're filming now? Absolutely, you know? But I'm so proud to see him work because it motivates me to work as hard. Like, yo, I'm not the most talented. I'm not the prettiest. I'm not the strongest. I'm not the tallest. I'm not the most athletic. I'm not the smartest. I said that twice. That's not smart. What I did there. So at least I want to be able to say I'm the hardest worker. I'm the hardest worker. I was talking to a person. I don't know, they're a friend. We just talked once, so I don't know if a bit too early to call it friends. Take me out to the ball games, let's have a couple of dates, and then I will be friends, right? Friend zone meal after a nice lobster tail hot dog. You know what I'm craving? Lobster tail hot dog. Like a lobster roll. Oh, I would kill. Well, there's nobody in the streets right now, so I cannot kill. But that was weird. Um, there was this person, right, and they were doing content as much as I did for 5 years, and then you look at their YouTube channel, and they made 100 videos, and I'm like, dude, how's that possible? It's like, what you mean? Well, that's less than a video a month. Well, maybe not. Maybe. How much is 5 years? This is 60. So it's a video every minute and a half, right? Is that possible? But then as a person, we upload too much. Like I'm uploading, yeah, I didn't upload yesterday because I was freaking out because we made a mistake. And because I didn't upload yesterday, now we have 14 videos to upload, plus this one, plus the second one we're gonna do today. So yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? But it's a good kind of nuts. It's a walnut. You know, what's your favorite nuts? I'm gonna go with pistachios, but pistachio doesn't have the same oomph as a walnut, chestnut. There's a lot of, I want to have the word nuts in there. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts was my favorite because of all the things they can do. Are you dirty? I think you're dirty, dude. I just cleaned you. What the fuck? Oh, maybe it's just the sunrise. Maybe it's just the sunrise. You know? And then yesterday on the live, I told someone to chill because they were taking a lot of space and they wasn't letting anybody pass, talk, and I was like yo, ink. And I was like, dude, like let other people talk. But at the same time, I understood them. Like the person that asked me, hey, I need you for an hour. She's my friend. I should have said yes, you know. So why didn't I say yes? I don't know. I stayed for a while though. I stayed for 20 minutes. I was like, yo, got shit to do. I got shit to do, bro. You know? I don't. I feel bad. But see, here's the thing. You, it's complex. You feel bad, so that means you're a good person. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't feel bad. But at the same time, you feel bad, so you know that you did something wrong. Right? You know you did something wrong because otherwise you wouldn't feel bad. But then, I don't know. I have no clue. I never know what I'm doing. Right? I never know what I'm doing. By the way, in the tower, we just finished our first bot, which is Flame Bots completed. Mace balls. Because then when I'm finished, I'm going to be able to buy a bunch of Power Stone. So that's good. You want to see? Can I flex on you guys? Can I flex? I'm not so innocent. Look at this. Flamebot completed. But then there's another update next week. And guess what it was going to be? Yeah. I can already predict. We have upgraded the level maximum of the bots for you guys. I'm like, bro, no. Why, bro? Today's Tuesday, so there's no... Yeah. That's good. Tomorrow's tournament. Oh, by the way, guys, as we're talking, tomorrow is possibly... Today is supposed to be rain. We're gonna have to put the chair inside. They tell me there's gonna be rain, but there's no rain. Which I fucking love. And then, tomorrow morning, see Minatsa. Muy Minatsa. Tomorrow morning. Hasta mañana. Yeah. It's odd. I don't know what they're talking about. I gave up on learning the... You know what's insane? I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? Just as a food for thought. Just as a fun thing to talk about. What if, right? What if they were making money? Okay? Just saying. Again, conspiracy theory, call me crazy, I'm watching Lost. You know, we're in a mindset of conspiracy. What if, what if they were making the application for Meteo, for the weather, so complicated that you constantly had to come back and watch? How about that? How about that? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? And then, you know what's insane? You know what's insane? Well, that's really insane though. I'm warning you, this is crazy. You might go see a shrink after this. What if, on purpose, right? What if on purpose they were giving you bullshit? Because nobody knows going to be the weather in 5 hours. So they do. What's important is this hour. Because this hour you just have to look outside and you see. So next time, 5 hours I can change it, right? It doesn't matter. Because I'm going to be able to look outside and say, okay, well, this is the temperature right now. Look at this. Yeah? That's how they make their money. Just saying. And then, all of our phone have the weather app. And it's always free. So how they make their money, there's no ads. Understand that? You understand that? You realize that? Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't, that's okay. I'm insane. I'm insane. You know what I missed? Before, way back, phone had the radio application. All you had to do was connect your audio jack and there was radio. Whatever happened to that? I miss it. I miss it. So that's... I miss it for reals. It used to be simpler. Everything used to be simpler. Right? So what does that have to do with overworking and motivation and shit like that? Super simple. When things are simple, and you're told what to do, right? You're being told what to do. You're being told where to work. You're telling what needs to be done. You're being told what's your schedule, what's your shift, right? When they give you a holiday, you're happy, and if you're lucky, and only if you're lucky, you don't have too much debt. You're gonna work hard for 2 weeks of vacation, right? But I'm my own boss, and it's weird because there's no. See, my mom, thank God, she's finally starting to realize just how much work there is. You know? She's finally starting to realize. It's like, hey, that's hard work. And then my father, even though he's kind of using it against me. So for example, what he'll say, hey, you need to make more friends. And I'm like, Dad, if you knew how many people there are online, you would have said, no, that doesn't count. Since when? I don't know. So then what I'll do, and it's smart, but it's also kind of manipulation, right? My apologies, disgusting, go to hell. My apologies. What it'll say things like, hey, this could be a cool video. Yeah. But then again, what am I supposed to do? Right? There's good intention, I guess. I saw him last week. Say, hey, you lost some weight. Which I don't think so, but hey, thank you. And then I'm glad I talked you into it. I'm like, you didn't do shit. You made fun countless time. You made fun of me countless time for the weight. It's not why I'm trying to lose weight. And I took credit for that. I'm like, fuck you, dude. And I love my father, but that was kind of, you know. And then with the overwork, there's also a problem because you convince yourself, you put this in your own head that holy shit, dude, I'm such a hard worker, I deserve the world, right? Which is not true. But you convince yourself, okay? And then somebody that happened yesterday, which is very, very odd. Their first conversation with me was like for like. And I'm like, no. I'm good. First of all. Second of all, it's gonna ruin your algorithm. Because the like that you get, the engagement that you get isn't organic. Right? And then they unfollow me. And then they send me, it was a month later though. They sent me 2 videos you like, and I'm like, fuck dude, I know what you want. I know exactly what you want. And the person sent me the same video twice. And there's like an hour and a half in between. Right? And in my mind, this was a life-changing experience. And this happened, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, because again, days are complex. I'm gonna tell you a secret. When you're not sleeping at night, when you wake up, for example, us, we're gonna go to bed at like 7 and we're gonna wake up at 9:30, right? When you, how do I say this in French? Which of course we're speaking French, right? When you're not doing that, it's hard to tell the day. It's hard to tell, hey, this was this day. Because, you know, every single day blends in. The sunrise and the sunset are nature way of saying, hey, there's another day. Sunrise, another day starts, and sunset, another day finish. Right? However, we're doing things a bit differently. So how did it change my life? Well, again, I'm not saying that this is the case, but a lot of people that do that are kind of like opportunists. I'm like, bro, you wouldn't give a shit, right? If you weren't asking me for something, you wouldn't give a shit. I don't really care about you asking something, because again, I think asking for something is quite human. I asked my neighbor yesterday, what did I need? What was it? I forgot. It was a, what do I call it? You know, to put your noodle. Oh. Or temi, what's it in English? I don't know. So you cook your noodle and then you put them. Oh, by the way, life-changing experience. Let's talk about it. I am a dumbass, cause I don't know why I'm a dumbass. For like multiple reasons, but one in particular. Oh, by the way, you know what you see now? You see the sun. Oh, dude, it's perfect. Oh, what the fuck? Give me a sec, guys. Yo, Link, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. This is you having a wonderful day. On this 29 July 25, 32 minutes of video we're filming. I want to show you a couple of seconds of an amazing thing that I've never seen before. Say 3 times for luck. Look at this. The sun is reflecting on the beam. Honest as that, bro. Woo. So life-changing experience. We are dumbasses because what I did was I was cooking ramen and then I did a TikTok live and then I forgot to turn off the stove. What do you call it on top of the stove? The stove? Yes, the stove and the oven. The oven is inside, the stove's on top. Okay, stove. And all the water kind of went down. And I cooked the noodles to a point where they become solid. Not burned, but solid enough to make like an almost an omelet, and it was amazing. So, with opportunity, an opportunist, I don't know if you guys are saying that, but you know what that means, right? People are taking advantage of opportunity. It's nuts. It's nuts because I saw that and I was like, yo, there's so much work that goes into it. Like, imagine spending hours and upon hours to go on your friend's channel, to like their videos, to comment on their videos for the algorithm. hoping that they do the same for you, right? And pandering for likes and comments is such a hard thing. I wouldn't be able to do it. And in my book, I was like, dude, you realize that the time that you spend watching somebody else's content, which it's amazing, I guess, hoping that they comment back. You realize that that time is going to be finished. I was talking about Sir Winslow before. Sir Winslow, I was having him on a TikTok live, and I was having him in the background, and it was just fun. It was just fun to listen to my boy, but it was more for helping him because he's a good dude. He deserved it, you know. Anna, same thing, and I really deserved it because, again, it's not easy for her, you know. La vie c'est pas facile. The life is not easy. What else? And then I was like, okay, well, this is a lot of work. And it's not the same amount of work, but it's a lot of work. In my book, the best thing to do is make another video, And maybe that's the wrong thing. Maybe we're supposed to pander for likes and comments. What if, because recently, YouTube has allowed a smaller channel to get more recognition, right? So what they'll do is, when you go down the For You page or the shorts, what they do is you're gonna go down to the smaller content creator, and most of them is like, yo, please see this, please subscribe. And I'm seeing so many videos that are asking for a like, subscribe, share. I'm like, holy shit, this is a shit ton. This is insane, right? But if everybody's doing that, this is the new norm. And I talked about this before, right? So then this person that sent me the video twice. The craziest thing with that event, person is possibly super normal. They're just trying to make it out there. They're just hustling, which is something you do, something I do, something we all do. They're just hustling, and there's nothing wrong with that, is there? I don't think so. I wish I was more of a hustler. No, I'm a fucking bottom feeder. I'm a fucking worker. I'm a collet bleu. Which is a term for employees and not boss. To me, it's insane. Because, and this is, again, I'm not going to show the person because I think it's pretty rude that I'm talking about them. But and I don't have the exact time, okay? I don't have the exact time. And I'm like, they sent me the video. Let's say it was 7 o'clock p.m., okay? Just for the sake of it. And then, for an hour and a half, they're waiting and looking at their likes and comments and views. An hour and a half later, they send me the same video a second time. I'm like, you spent an hour and a half looking at your analytics. This is work. I wouldn't be able to do it. I do the conscious effort of not looking at my analytics, not looking at my views, because it's such a it's so hard. I had another guy this week. That fucking hurts. That's to switch you. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. The Bear, Carmine, Jeremy Philip Allens, Jeremy White Allens. You will always be Carl Gallagher. You will always be Philip or Liv Gallagher in my heart. Tired, so I don't make a lot of sense. However, we saw Carl Gallagher and Happy Gilmore 2, which was a great movie. And that was Sunday, today, or Tuesday morning, 5:55. Cha-ching, amen. What was I saying also? Saying so many things. The person, super nice. Again, I told you the guy's story. I thought it was a troll. It wasn't a troll. It was actually a nice guy. So then I felt bad about thinking it was a troll, and they were super nice. So I did a shout out to them. It was a small video, but still, you know. My channel was bigger, so I can help. And then they saw the shout outs. They saw the shout outs. They saw the video. And then they said, thank you for the shout outs. And then less than a day later, like, yo, please share my videos. And I'm like, bro, I just gave you a shout out. It's not enough, you know? But then again, working hard, grinding, hustling, trying to get that view, trying to get that comment, trying to get that algorithm working for you. And then it makes you question. It makes you question the way you work. If everybody's doing that, is it because there's a reason, right? Here's the reason. See, a lot of you guys love Don't Blink, It's Your Boy Ink. This is the intro. Now we need to work on an outro. And that outro would be, hey, follow, subscribe, and likes. And then for you that haven't done that. And I don't want to do. I kind of don't want to do it, but at the same time, if everybody's doing it and it's the norm, then I'm being okay. If that's a norm, then I am not being, by not following the norm, I am not normal. Even though what I'm doing by not asking to follow is normal, because I'm not doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, that I'm seen as a weird guy, right? Which is insane. Isn't it? Think about it. So the guy was like, yo, wasn't the shot enough? And you know what? He was right. Shot wasn't enough. The intention was good. The result was next to none. The shout out was next to none. And possibly wanted more results. Like, yo, ball, you tried this didn't work. Can you try this? Maybe that's gonna work. And that is pretty much it. This is insane. But at the same time, it's working. It's working. I think one of my biggest flaws as a content creator is not watching my analytics, not watching my stats, not watching that. I used to do it a bit more, but now I don't do it because I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna get depressed if I look at my stats, right? But for sure, and then you're asking yourself, why didn't this work? Oh, I was hoping that this worked. What happened? What's going on? This is so weird, you know? But then again, who knows? Look at this. Give me a second, I'll be right back. What is going on with this? I'm not so innocent. Two. Sorry, I had to check something because something was weird. Just tired. Thought I had the same game on Twitch twice. I don't. I'm just seeing fucking, not seeing double, but you know what I mean. And I got my glasses. I got no excuses. Also, with the hard work to finish on that because this is a long video and this is exactly what I want to finish. We're doing an Elden Ring playthrough, which is more for the gaming channel. The Elden Ring playthrough is one of the biggest playthroughs that we do every single year. We did it 4 times. I've been making content for 4 years. You see a pattern here? Me too. It's kind of like something I love doing. And because I talked about this a lot yesterday, but I'm just gonna mention it quickly. Because today I came in, I was like, yo, we're going fast, right? We're kind of going super fast. And it's going super well. Like, holy shit, guess what? I finished it this week, right? And now, for the weirdest of reason, I feel bad about this because I'm like, dude, well, there's Lost, of course. Yeah, there's Lost. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna be playing some UFC. Yeah, because UFC, I don't, there's no storyline behind it. There's no storyline. That could be cool. It could be cool. See, that's what I'm gonna do. Either the UFC or Dead Cell. Something like that. Yeah. Something where there's no storyline. But even then, you've played this game, so you know this game. Because you know this game, you're becoming better at this game. And because you're becoming better, it takes less time. Because it takes less time, then you have more time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's 200 hours per. It's 200 hours per playthrough. Even if I'm playing five hours a day, that's 40 days. 4 days is a month, right? But then you realize that I'm not playing the same game every single day. You realize that, right? So then you're playing something else. And you get tired of the game, so you're like, fuck that, I don't want to play this anymore. Right? So your 40 days become 60, 70, right? So if it's 70 days, I don't know if you guys realize, but that's a sixth of your whole year playing one game, you know? But now what we're doing is good because we're playing one game and that's it. There's no other game in the background, so that's good. And that's it for hard work. But you see, so there's pros that's working hard and there's negative that's working hard. I love knowing that I'm working hard. It's a point of pride. Like, to me, and that's kind of sad, but that's the truth. To me, I don't have a lot of bragging rights in life. I don't have a lot of bragging rights in life. However, if that's we're up there, we're out there making content before the sun even rises. To me, I'm proud of that. I'm happy about that. I'm working hard. But this is a stupid mentality because I could just wake up with the sunset, make 40 minutes of videos per day, and say, you know what, you wake up when everybody else was sleeping. And because you woke up when everybody else was sleeping, you work harder than everybody else. Which is not true. It's not true. Right? But it's still a point of pride, right? It's a hard work, pride, yes. But then with the hard work, where does pride stop? And where does ego start? My apologies. Maybe it's our ego that is pushing us to work that hard. And if that's our ego, you see, this is important. Pride is a sin, but it's also a nice quality because you're prideful of your work, which means that you care about it, right? But ego, there's in no ways that ego is positive. Ego, cool as fuck. Ergo, okay. Ego, no. And I don't think, because after this I'm gonna go sleep. Want something cool? The fuck is that? A baby's carrot, possibly? I don't know. So yeah, so prideful, in love with making the work, and I gotta say, it's such a scary thought. It is such a scary thought because yesterday we had so much fun filming Lost. That first episode, that was my favorite video that I did in last month. We did a lot of videos last month. I spent 45 minutes talking about a show. And to me that was a lot of fun, you know? So, I don't know, just happy. Anyway, I love you guys, take it easy. Peace. Why does that matter? Well, because I'm happy. I didn't care about how hard we worked. I didn't care emotionally, but mentally, is that good? I don't know. Maybe we're working too hard, I don't know. I don't know. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. We're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 29th July 2005. I wanted to come in here because we have an appointment with the government. So the first appointment that we did, we were like, okay, well, this is what I was expecting. And we did a video of what happened. So this is the same thing. Now, was that important? I mean, well, was that important? That's a good question. Possibly because if you're Canadian, we have the same government. And if you're Canadian, we have the same programs, right? But it's also a higher, not a higher power. Oh shit, this is cracked. Not a higher power, but something akin to a higher power. See, so what's authority? So we have authority, my parents, right? But I'm 32 years old, so my parents are not that authoritative anymore. What are authoritative? My boss. Well, I'm constantly being changed company because I work for an agency. Because I'm having constantly bosses like, oh, my mom, she has a new boyfriend every single week. I don't care about that guy, right? Um, Authority is the police. I don't get stopped as much as I should. I get stopped though. I get stopped. Don't worry about that. I get stopped. So to me, this is kind of like the government's kind of like an authoritative figure, and I was talking about. See, this is so funny because I came in, and this is gonna be sound kiss ass. I don't care how it sounds. Um, I came in this morning. No, last time. Saying, dude, I got the wrong person. They sent me somebody that's gonna help me build a resume. Um, this is kind of because this is what I don't need. I don't need that. However, the same week or the same day, I don't remember. I was asking for a bit of balance, a bit of structure. Structure was super important. There you go. And we have the sunrise. We missed the sunrise by a couple minutes, which fucking sucks. There you go. So we're gonna go in soon because the sunrise is gonna hit us. It's gonna be a nightmare to film in. So yeah, like I was saying, it's actually quite complex because you want structure, and although this is not the structure that I wanted, it is a form of structure. So it still counts as an authoritative figure, so kind of as a structure, It's important. Now I got a good news and I got a bad news. So with the work that I'm doing, because again I got switched last week. Right now what we're doing is we're cleaning municipal pavement. So for example, there's a park, we're cleaning the sidewalk of the park. There's stairs, so you have to clean the stairs. So it's nice, but it's kind of shitty. So you go places to places with there's your truck, and then you have your equipment to clean it, and you're like, okay, on to the next spot, right? It's a good job, but it's not that many hours. So, with this, I realized that, and again, this is perception. This might change. Again. I never say the word again. I say too much, I know, but fuck it. The situation right now is I'm seeing somebody that's gonna help me do a CV, that's gonna see me, that's gonna help me have some interviews, I was asking myself, do I want more of do I want more a job, or do I want more something that's gonna a position or studying, right? Diploma. And the diploma, I wasn't even stating, right? Again, I have to stop saying again. I'm sorry. With the government, the whole question was, what should I do, right? That was the whole question. That was the whole I don't know what to do, right? And then we have the answer, which is you have to answer, the study or the work, right? Now, the study, I understand they're paid, which is phenomenal, but it's not clear because it's gonna pay you less. There's a lot of it's a whole question of pros. The pros of going to school, you're getting paid, you learning, get a diploma for a good job. The pros of working is you don't need to wait until you have a diploma. Get a job right now, and if it's a good job, then you keep that job. And if it's a good job, you're already paying for your retirement. So a year early is actually quite good because that's a lot. So I'm thinking more about going to school because I realize just how unsafe my professional situation is. It's not safe. I'm constantly in between getting transferred and I didn't care in the beginning. But this, I start working for the agency more on a daily basis. I would say in the month of August, which is 3 months ago when I got switched 7 times. Do you see? And I'd like to say I'm a shitty worker, but I don't think it's the case. And if it's the case, well, I'm the shittiest of workers because 7 times is a lot, right? It's once every 2-3 weeks. And then my boss, or my agency rep, more so, I feel like I'm a fucking MLM, multi-level marketing, tells me hey, because I ask him, school job that you give me are part-time. What's going on with that? Say, well, look at you physically. I know that you can have to work for a while. And I'm like, bro, the fuck? But then I'm in a position where I cannot say shit because I'm the employee, he's the boss. He pays the bills. You cannot bag the end that feeds you, even though it's feeding you something that you don't eat. It's like a vegetarian. I'm gonna make this funny. It's like a vegetarian saying, dude, don't buy the hen that feeds you. I mean, the hen that feeds me meat and I'm vegetarian. You know? You understand? It's kind of weird. So, coming back to the subject, I think a diploma, although as much as I hate saying this, I have to be protected by some sort of norm, some sort of union. So it's either the union that's gonna say, hey, don't fire him because he's been working there for a while, or the norm that say, you know what, since you've been there for a while, you get some rights, which is a warning or a written warning if something was to happen, right? Because now I'm in a position where I can work 3 years, 4 years. If they don't hire me, I don't have security of work. And maybe the diploma is where to get that, right? Because then the same job that I'm gonna have, it'll be what? It's gonna be the same situation, the exact same situation where I'm like, hey, the sun. Look at the sun right here. Get out of the picture. Focus. There you go. There you go. It's beautiful. We're seeing it in the window. So the plan today is to go in and look at the course offered. The reason as to why is I want to do a good choice because I know some programs are offered, but I don't know if every single program is offered. I was thinking about photography, which is cool. I was thinking about bricklayer, which is also cool. I was thinking about cameraman, which possibly is like some behind the scene would be super cool. What else? I don't freaking know, you know, because I don't know what's. Yeah. My father always say, hey, when I was younger, my parents were. It's so fucking sad. My father's like, yo, when I was younger, there was 6 choices, and we didn't really have a choice. My mom, it's even sadder. My mom will say things like, well, you know, Steph, I need to work, so whatever job I could get, you know, yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Now I'm gonna be in a bad situation. Like I said, and I said that before. I'm tired of always being like financially broke. And we're not broke. I got cash, but the cash that I got is from 2 months ago when I used to work 40 hours. So it won't last forever. And that sucks. That really sucks. Because I have a job. If I didn't have a job, then my saving would serve for that. But now I have a job, so why do I have to get my savings? Doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. But that's the way it is, right? And what are you supposed to do? I don't know. So I want to take care of that. Also, the problem is, see, for the job, I'm gonna tell you a secret. In the winter, the company closes. That's kind of harder. It's a lot harder. For construction, what would be cool is there's so many hours for the summer. In the winter, they're closed. So the bricklayer, forget about the winter. Which I can focus on making videos. Am I passionate by bricklaying? No. You know, it's tough. Anyway, that's my plan today. Look at the courses that are offered. Ask her what's the plan, what she would do. Because it was a meeting last time. It was a, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Ink. I didn't tell you this. This is insane. And this is a true story too. You listen to what he says. That's because it's not true. Just saying. Now I'm telling you that you should trust me, but if somebody else tells you that, you shouldn't trust them. Oh, Sakamoto Days. I told them. When it's too hot. I had a call from the government last week. I think it was on Tuesday, and today no, last week, yeah, on Tuesday, which is a week ago. And they were saying like they were studying me because like, yo, you made a ask for a financial aid. Are you eligible? Which you're always gonna do. They're always gonna do that, and that's normal. Um, so I'm like, okay, let's ask him the question. It's like, what were you doing last year? I'm like, oh, I'm making content. It's like, oh, are you still making content? Or are you making money out of the content? And then I told her, no. She's like, I find it hard to believe that you've been doing this for 4 years and you're not having cash. I was like, I was, me too, bro, me too, you know. Then she was saying, hey, what's your plan? Are you still planning to do that? I was like, no, because I know that if I said that, so the way it works is you have to be available to work. If you're making content, it could be saying that it's a hobby that takes you away from work. Anyway, I'm gonna say all this. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna go sleep, and I'm gonna do another video when we come back. Sounds good. Sounds delightful. I love you guys so much. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Here's the sun saying goodbye. Bye. La 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 la. Oh, I know. Somebody I know. Taco. I don't fuck with SQC. I really want this. I take my whiskey clean. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Blinded by the sun. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous morning. It is currently 6:19. I'm gonna go sleep a little bit because we have an appointment today. That's pretty much the plan. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being present. Super good day today. Super good day. We've been super productive. I've done more than I was hoping to do. And yo, I'm actually pretty proud of myself. So that's a plus. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Wish me luck today for the campaign. Not campaign, but the governmental representative meeting. It should be nice. It should be okay. I hope it goes well. If it doesn't go well, well, I'll blame you guys. I'll say, fuck, you guys are fucking over once again. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Look at this. About to go sleep. Oh, I want to show you something else. Oh. Okay, let's go. Oh, take my whiskey clean. Mama, 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 mama. Ba, 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 ba. Whiskey clean. Ma, ba, 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 da, da. Choo, choo, choo. Choo, choo. Choo, choo. Dum, da, dum. We don't love you. Nothing too long. We don't love you too long. We don't love you too long. Mess. Don't blink, your boy. Oh, hello, Threshold. Today he's doing well. Having a wonderful day. It's super early. Gonna go bed. I'm gonna go bed. That's a perfect English, bro. I love you. Thank you guys for a wonderful day today. And I'll see you guys in a couple of hours for another. Hopefully, yes. I know you guys help me out. Definitely. Yeah, like cats. Huh? Oh, I tried this again. She's not the nicest person. Oh, la 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 la. Time to freaking sleep, dude. I'm not gonna upload today. I'll upload when I